Okay, so let's start. So last Saturday, I could not take this alumni meet as we had some special classes. Monday, I was not here, and yesterday there was some other issues going on. The whole of PTM layout power cut down was there. So yesterday it was supposed to be in the evening, but then we postponed it today. But next week, every Saturday, 11 a.m. as usual, we should have this sessions being conducted. So without wasting time, let's invite our place students one by one. We'll try to explore all the interview questions which they feel it's very important from placement point of view. And I'll also share this PDF files with the students studying here, so you can start preparing the question bank. Okay. Let's invite first candidate for the day, Manjari. Very good evening, Manjari.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Bit louder, Manjari. Let me yeah. Please unmute yourself.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Yeah. So let's start with your introduction, Manjari. What's your qualification, year of pass out, percentage? Which all companies have you got placed in? And your highest, lowest packages? Then let's start off with the interview questions. All the interview questions, please slowly uh, tell us one by one so that it will give all the audience a lot of clarity. Let's start, Manjari.
Okay, so my name is Manjari Sen, and I am from Raipur, Chhattisgarh, and I have joined the batch of 16 Feb in PSA. And my background is BTech Electrical and Electronics Engineering, and I'm 2021 pass out. And I got placed in Global Logic India with 6.3 LPA package. And sir, I means give an interview in the first company, and I like means I feel like I have to join this, so I joined that company only.
Okay, right. So I think your batch is still going on. I
Yes.
remember talking to you, and 16 batch, still 8 to 10 classes are still pending.
Yes, sir. I'm continuing the classes from recording classes.
Right, right, right. So let's start, Manjari. What all questions did you get in global logic? Please tell us that one by one in detailed manner.
Yes, so sir, like in core Java OOP concept, they didn't ask me, like, and they have just directly given coding questions and given time to me for that coding question. And after that, he asked me like Git commands and REST API, what is like Spring security, dependency injection, Spring Cloud, about Docker, and like coding of multi-threading, and one situation based question is there which I don't remember right now, and codings of like a REST API, I think.
Okay, coding of REST API. So they told you to do the code on your own and build a API.
No, sir.
Then
Means like a question is from, like he has given me from a framework, and he asked me to tell the flow of that code.
so he opened up his project code of his company and asked you to give the project flow there.
No, sir. It is like some random project from Google he searched, I think, in
Oh,
front
some
of.
random. So how difficult was that? Was that easy?
Uh, yeah, sir. It is like of intermediate level. Some lines I didn't like. Some lines I didn't used to tell him, but most of the lines, like 15 to like lines I have explained, and 2 to 3 I left it.
So what was that project all about? So he just picked up something randomly from Google and then he started asking you from where the project starts, what's happening. That's what is the thing that happened.
Sir, it is of like based on REST API. I remember that much only
Okay,
because I have given interview like it is happening 1 month, I think.
right. Uh, right. So let's give a try here. Okay, let me just share the screen just to make you people understand. Let's go here. Let's type REST API example, and then we just went to some of the examples. REST API example in Spring Boot. Okay, and then just went to any one of the examples like this and it started asking you question. Was it something like that? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So it was something like this. They opened up this particular code and then they said, "Can you just explain
Yeah.
what is that?" Yeah.
Yeah, sir. Exactly in that manner.
So that is something I think people. It's easy. I think you should be able to do it, right? Because the services layer, uh, we have form.xml file where the dependencies are added up. We have the REST controller layer and the URLs, right? Okay, so let's move ahead with the next thing. You said that some questions were asked. A return test on Java happened. So can you tell us what questions in Java did they ask you?
Sir, written test means like
Was it
online assessment.
okay? So can you tell us, was it very difficult, easy, moderate? How it was?
In like online assessment, sir. Is it?
Yeah, online assessment.
Yeah, sir. It was like I think tough only, and there are some three test cases, and I passed like some only one test case I cleared in that. So I got something like means passing marks for that coding particular coding round question. So I get passed for that. Because it needs 60% to clear the test, so means I got something around means 60%. So it's got cleared for the
Right. So the
coding
cutoff was 60%.
round. Yes,
So 60% if you have scored, then you have moved ahead with the next
technical
part.
round.
That is what happened. So was there any objective type questions on Java?
There are many things. Means 10 objective rounds are there in core Java.
So it is
5.
overall, right?
Yes, yes,
So that's it's not just the logical part. I think it's all clubbed together. They're taking 60%.
yes, sir. Means there is some means mathematical was around only. English speaking and writing was there. So
Yes,
means
global
overall
logic follows that actually. Correct.
it
Right.
was
So
like
they also have some very basic
writing
maths.
mail. Means how would you manage to mail your colleagues or your senior?
Right. Mail etiquities. How do you write an email to your seniors?
Yes.
Communication, basic English, very basic maths.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, it's not very tough, so don't get scared about it. This is about this company because she's attended only one company. So we're just trying to understand that company's interview, what has happened. And I think there are some Java questions as well in that objective type.
Yes, sir. There is a theory question of core Java, MySQL, Spring Boot, like that for
Okay,
logical and for means like English and numericals for their.
right. So what happens, guys? I'll just tell you with this company, Global Logic, they give you a test online. You give your test, and 10 minutes later, you get the results. The
Yes.
cutoff of this company is 60%, which means out of 10 questions asked, 6 questions you have to answer, right? If six
Correct.
questions, yeah, Manjari, you're telling something?
No, no, sir. I am correcting like you were telling, so I was correcting.
Yeah, tell me. So was it something like this? You attended the interview. 10 minutes later, you got the results. Am I right?
Yeah, sir. After online assessment, I got results after the 10 minutes, and my HR told me that you have next technical round.
Okay.
In that means after
Right.
one day evening.
Fine. So 10 minutes this happens, and then after uh, the next thing what happens is in that 10 questions if it is asked, for example, you need to answer six correct.
Yes.
Approx. I'm telling 60% overall when they're calculating. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then after basically you proceed further, they give you a call and they tell you that you have cleared basically and you start off with your technical round. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we're just putting it in a systematic manner for the audience so that they understand what is happening. Okay. Now you moved ahead to the next round. What happened in the next round of global logic? Can you tell us?
Sir, it was technical interview, and the interviewer asked like questions whichever I have told in earlier. That all
Uh-huh.
questions he asked, and big in the beginning he asked me about like tell me about yourself,
Okay. So
about
it started
my
with tell me about
project,
yourself. Then
tell me about yourself, and
uh-huh.
like that only. Then he started means taking like core Java coding question,
Uh-huh.
which are multi-threading framework, that
Uh-huh.
one. And he given
Right.
like time to write the code for
Okay.
5 minutes. He has given me to write the code.
Okay. What was the code all about? Can you tell me?
It was like multi-threading example, like
Okay. Right. Fine. So we have got a fair idea, but the whole point is, see, this is only one company interview. That is basically being what targeted today because she has not attended any interview. It was during the course, first interview attended, she cracked, and it was a good company, so she decided to join. Correct? So
yes.
that's how it was basically. So we were just exploring about, basically your global logic interview. But let's proceed further. So, what is your qualification? Manjuri, can you tell me what is the background you come from?
Sir, I did BTech in electrical and electronics engineering from Institute of Technology Korba with 77 percentage.
So you're from elect. Okay, you're from a different background.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but your accuracy of clearing the very first interview was something bit happy to see that first interview attended you cleared, though being from electrical background. So this should give confidence to people who are not from technical background. Still, okay, uh, you can get through. So any inputs you want to give it to your juniors?
When I was in college, means I have interest in coding, so means I keep on watching YouTube videos for core Java, C++, and everything like with what is conceptual based. So means I used to understand it quickly and make the logic from out of that. So means like clearing my concepts with your classes as well as your notes. And what I tell is like please follow Pankaj sir's note, because it is like something which is based on practical knowledge. We can find means like theoretical knowledge everywhere where we see like insights, websites, वगैरह. We can't find that note one because it is like based on practical knowledge. The theories of core Java notes. And core Java
Right.
is basically to understand the rules and regulations of Java, which we are using in advanced Java servlets and whatever things we have to learn later. So, firstly, we have to follow like core Java properly. Means Pankaj note is very nice for that.
Right. So Manjuri, you have already joined the company or yet to join?
3rd of May.
Okay. Right. So congratulations, Manjuri. She's from our current ongoing batch, who has got through in Global Logic, the first company. She cracked the first interview and she's already joined the company. So we wish you all the best and thank you so much for joining our show and sharing your experience here with us. Right. So thank you so much, Manjuri.
Thank you so much, sir.
Most welcome. So
Yeah.
let's invite the next candidate we have here, Vijay. Okay, so let's invite Vijay. I have a couple of Vijays. I don't know who's that. So Basant is here. What Basant? Basant, how
Sir,
come you joined our alumni meet today?
sir, good evening. Can you see me, sir? Vijay.
Yeah, Vijay.
Sir, now you identified me, sir.
Yeah.
Sitting at the right side of you in the third bench.
Yeah, Vijay. So moment I
told you
look
that,
at people on camera, I get to know. Okay, right. Who's that?
I changed my 2 institution. This is the third I told no, sir, for you.
I did not get it. Your voice was breaking, Vijay.
Sir, just a second.
Okay,
Am I
it's
audible,
clear
sir?
now. Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You were telling something, I missed it.
Yes, sir. I told this is my third institution. I changed 2 institute and this is my third one.
Oh, wow. So that's really nice. You know, the third
For the
institute
first
and
day,
the last.
for the first day, I informed you. This is my third institution, sir. Actually, from past 2 institute, I quit and came here.
So, right. Very nice to see that you quit and you came here. And ultimately, like, happy to see that you got through,
Yes, sir.
Vijay. And very nice to see you on camera. I know who is my offline candidate actually. Right.
Yes,
Who
sir.
sits right side, right? First or second bench. Okay, so let's start, Vijay. With your qualification, year of pass out, percentage, which all companies have you got placed in, uh, and what else? Highest, lowest package,
Yes,
and
sir.
I'm sure you'll have more experience of interview questions
Yes, sir. I have, sir. Even
as
I
you've
noted,
attended
sir.
multi. Yeah, so let's start with Vijay. Okay, let's begin, Vijay.
Yes, sir. Let me give my intro, sir. Yeah, basically, myself, Vijay. Actually, my graduation is BCA. I'm a 2020 passed out candidate. So I joined Pankaj. I joined 2 institute, and this is my third institute. And sir told, sure you'll be get placed. So I got placed. Actually, I attend 3 interviews, sir. Sorry, 4 companies I attend, and I got 2 offer letters, and I couldn't clear 2 interviews, and I stopped. That's all, sir. Actually, that 4 companies were one was Infosys. Their payroll company was Proscut. Another one was Deloitte. Another one IBM, and finally Bosch is another, sir. Actually, Proscut, that is for Infosys, and then Bosch I got placed, sir. So in that I choose Bosch, sir, because it is too near to me. Kormangla.
And it's a good company.
Yes, sir.
It's like people clearing in Bosch. I've seen some people telling me, sir, I went in the final round, I could not get through. I've heard that from the previous batch, one of the guy, not many. But I think moment you said Bosch and said that you joined that company and continue with it. Remember
Sir, the reason was there is 4 months of training, sir.
Right.
For the same package of 6 LPA.
Right. So that's again an advantage. You know, you get to learn many things during the training. So let's start quickly with all the interview questions, Vijay. Okay, you said
Yes,
you
sir.
made a note of it.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
have a look at one by one.
Sir, actually, in that company, there was only for 2 languages, sir, programming languages. They asked, do you know Java and ALM? I said, I'm familiar with Java, Spring Boot, Hibernate, and MySQL. And they told, we'll give training for ALM. Just be prepared with Java, they told, sir. There was just only 1 round of interview in Bosch. All those, whichever I attended, there was only 1 round of interview. Means that was virtual. In Zoom meeting, they told meeting. So I have noted all those interview questions that 4 companies also, sir. Just I'll share, sir.
Okay, please.
Why is Java a platform independent? and constructors and types explained with one program. Means they asked constructors and they with I should write a program and explain the constructor types, sir. I should code a constructor and I should say this is constructor here. I should explain that program and types I should explain. And does constructor return any value, and why is this keyword used, and all those they asked about constructor. And method overloading and method overriding was one of the important questions in every company they are asking. Method overloading and method overriding, sir. And uses of this keyword, that is also very much important. And static and non-static, a difference between, they asked about that. Why is static keyword used in inheritance? This was one of the main questions. As my friend, as my friends, for me, for everyone, they asked this question. This why static keyword is used in inheritance. So next is inheritance concepts are full of inheritance and types. And after that, they asked types of inheritance with in single program. Give a program and explain all the types in that. As that they asked that questions. Then complete oops concepts are complete oops concept. And one more thing is they need the example from the program only, not the example which you gave. That one of my friend gave that example, funny example that you told, sir, grandson is having diabetes, father
Oh,
will
you should not give that, man. I said this in the class specifically.
Actually, interviewer started laughing at him. You should not that use and all. That is for
I
your
had mentioned this point in the class that this is only for your understanding. Don't speak in interview.
So I repeated, sir, because he
Okay.
gave that. It was a funny moment. The interviewer told he just started laughing and he started teasing him. So don't make that mistake again. So I told,
Yeah.
sir.
So I give this example of inheritance. Okay, start with some analogy, but never give that example. You have to give the project level example on inheritance. In Spring Boot, where is inheritance used? And I stress on this point, don't speak like this.
And they asked the features of Java, sir. And what is polymorphism and types of polymorphism with example. And sir, this one was one of the important question. Can interface consist of static incomplete method? This was main question.
Correct.
And can we override static method and
So
lambda
guys,
expression?
can we write incomplete static method in an interface? So we cannot write.
And one was lambda expression. Everyone will ask, sir, why is lambda expression? That was main question. That was main question. And all difference between they asked, sir, means array list, and constructor injection, dependency injection. Every differences they asked, sir. I couldn't remember that. Main is checked and unchecked exception is one of the most wanted question in every company. They ask that question, sir. And final keyword means that is important. Why final keyword is used? That in final keyword questions they used. And MVC architecture, sir, they asked. MVC architecture and GSTL tags that they asked. And sir, singleton singleton in Java. That is
design pattern.
yeah, that is important question, sir. And controller and rest controller. Control and rest controller they asked. And benefits of Spring AOP, and the tags are annotations, Spring annotations at auto wired, everything they asked. And request mapping, dependency management, construction injection, dependency injection. And one more question was, what is the purpose of service layer on MVC architecture? Yeah, this was one of the question. These are all the questions I noted, sir.
Yeah.
And one more thing, while explaining about the project, we should explain in perfect manner, sir. How you told, we explain, they'll leave off. Or else if we struggle somewhere, or if we go deep into that, they'll bull, sir. Where is auto wired is used? Why? Where is constructor used? So from front end to back end, how you give connections? So they will bull like that. While explaining our project, be confident. And what you told in the video, only if we explain only that much, they'll leave off, sir. If we go into deeper, they'll bull us, sir.
Yes. Right. So I hope you got the clarity now. Okay, what's happening? See, now there's again a second different experience. This is what will happen in interview. You know, the experience of every candidate is going to be different. Your club ball, some will be difficult, some will be easy, some will be moderate. But remember, our target is a 10-10 and clear 10. I never tell that. A 10-10, at least clear 3.
Yeah, sir.
That is what.
Actually, one was they never expect 100%, sir. If you answer for 60 to 70%, they'll just take you to the company, sir. Means they don't need textbook answers or Google answers. If you say a concept with something, you should be perfect with that. If you just read out by seeing Google or by seeing your book, they'll come to know. They'll bull you. So how is this? How is that? They'll ask. If you say by your own or with the perfect to understanding to their level, they'll leave off. Or else if you read from somewhere else, or they'll find it out you're reading from somewhere, they'll just tell to do something. They won't leave that question. They'll ask again and again, and they'll bull from there only, sir. That one is one of the important things.
Right. So this is an confidence. See, another thing which I want to add is confidence. Whatever answers you're giving it, give it confident. And one which you don't know, don't give wrong answers. You can directly tell, okay, I'm not aware of this. After the interview, I will do a research, learn, and be prepared for the next day. Okay. So try to manage 60, 70, 80% you answer, you're through it. But
my highest package is 6 LPA, and my interviewer told never demand for your package, because as your 1.3 years experience I gave, so until unless you grow your experience, never talk about package, he told.
Yeah, but actually, see, they don't want you to go, basically with some, but usually people demand. There's a guy who has taken 16 LPA. So demanding can be done, but again, it's a good package. The plus point in case of Vijay is training. Right? 4 months of training is being given. So again, it's a big asset building for Vijay. 4 months you learn, 4 months later you have a different thought process altogether.
And another option they gave, sir, if I stay there for 4 years, they'll settle my life in wherever location you want. Not only in Bangalore, it might be abroad. Abroad also, they told, sir, with highest package, with maximum package. If you want in abroad or in any of the geographical location you want, we'll settle your life there only, they told, sir. Right, amazing. So again, it's a good company, Vijay. Yes. Tell us how happy your family members are. Yeah, sir, they are full excited. Even I am more excited, sir. I was full happy. I was just remembering you, sir. The way I learned in this 4 to 5 months is it's memorable, sir. I can't forget, because my communication, it might be my communication, or it might be my confidence. I watched again and again your video, sir. Today I'm sitting here. I have no fear, sir. I'm just talking, enjoying and talking, sir. Because when I watched your videos, I just came to know in my first interview, I was full frustrated. I used to lag. I was not this confident. Means my English was not this much good, and I was not so confident. This was not my flow. After I watched again and again your videos, I came to know the flow, sir. That pitching up, down. I came to know your pitching, sir. When I failed 2 interviews, I just removed my resume and started reading from first. I took a notebook and I started writing your note from first day to last one. I kept a complete note and I started reading. I started watching your videos again and again. How Pankaj sir used to do, how the pitching, and how is our confident. So what is the thing we should explain? Not much, not less. It should be in perfect manner. So I started I started giving interview last month, May month I gave. May 26th, May 25th I got placed. Monday is my joining, sir. Actually, I'm happy, and I saw that company. It's near to our institute only, sir. Down Kormangla Forum opposite Bosch company. Okay, yeah. Kormangla, I know there is Bosch there. Yeah, sir. There only I got. They told training also will provide you 6 lakhs per annum. So you just they told one thing. Your knowledge is not important in IT field. The thing is, we'll train you. In the training, you should be concentrated, and you should know the assignments, and your effort should be there in our training. After that you'll settle. So he told. So he told first be in good behavior and be punctual, be disciplined. This is what an IT professional need. So we'll train you. Our tool is something different in our company. So we'll train you. So be punctual and be behavior. They told, sir.
Right. So this is another important thing actually. See what happens is when you're giving interview, they also see your body language, your behavior, how you're answering. This all matters, you know. Anyways, we'll discuss about this in the class about attending interviews that don't have too much of smiley face. Some people are smiling and giving interview. Never do that. Have a blank reaction, confident, and answer to the point. Nothing more, nothing less. Let them ask the question if they want more to be explained. Okay, so that is the whole rule. Now they ask, what is this? Explain only that much. Let us wait. We know he will definitely ask further question. Like he'll ask, what is inheritance? I know he'll not stop here. He'll ask, where did you use inheritance in your project? Give me an example. So you give half answer, wait, let him ask the further question, then you give the further answer. Then he will then ask, okay, can we do multiple inheritance, right? At class level, okay, if not, why? Can we do multiple inheritance on an interface? Then he will switch to interface. He'll ask, in interface, tell me, can I create static incomplete methods? Can I create a static complete method in an interface? By default, what is a variable? See, this is how the flow will be. As I said, no books and no just one line definition. Give a pause, explain, wait, let him ask.
Sir, one
Then
more I
you go
missed
with the
out,
flow.
sir. In strings also they asked questions, sir. Sorry, I forgot to tell.
Uh-huh.
Strings means they'll ask what is string and they'll tell what two uppercase, two lowercase, how to do that. And string concatenation and palindrome is one of the main program in strings. That's all, sir. In
Okay.
string concept, the two is more important. Means they won't give tell us to write the program. Write a program to concatenate string. They won't say. They'll only give some two examples. So concatenate this, they'll tell. And palindrome also they'll give some question. So write a program. That is actually in every interview, when whatever you answer, whatever your theory part, it might be 50% or 40%. That's enough. At the end, for me also they asked in Bosch user defined exception, sir, which you thought very perfect. And that program I used to have, I wrote that user defined exception, and I explained it. They took into the company. The thing is, at final they'll give one program. So we should be ready to crack that program, sir. You will be completely into the company.
Right. So thank you so much, Vijay, for joining us, giving your valuable time and explaining all the interview questions. And we wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Monday is your joining date.
Yes, sir.
We're very happy to know that. Best of luck,
Yes, sir.
Vijay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Fine. Yeah, most welcome. Yeah. We had very crisp explanation from Vijay, to the point what happened. Fine. See, another experience we got. So look at the flow, how it is. This is all different experiences, but ultimately, I'm sure you will all get into basically. You're going to get into company that I'm sure, but the experiences will vary. Fine. Okay, let's move ahead with the next person, Nagendra. Very good evening, Nagendra.
Very good evening, sir.
Yeah, very
I
good
was
evening.
in the traveling mode, sir. So I could have switched on the camera. So I was in traveling mode. So I'm unable to switch on my phone. Means
That's
camera
okay.
at the
That's
moment.
okay, Nagendra. Not a problem. You're unable to switch on the camera. So let's start with your introduction. Okay. What's your qualification, year of pass out?
Sure,
Which
sir.
all companies have you got placed in? And let me tell you, there is an excellent results I'm seeing in Jan 18. Okay. Jan 18 batches picked up the results quickly. Fine. But again, you need to consult with us, like Omkar, you have to connect with us because there might be some serious mistakes done, or could be something somewhere you've gone wrong, and you need to call us. We'll definitely help you out with that in case you are my student, right? Provided you're my student, right? Okay, so let's start. With the questions, Nagendra. So from which batch you are, Nagendra? Hello, Nagendra. We are not able
Sir, am I
to.
audible, sir?
Yeah, you're audible. So, which batch you belong to in PSA?
Sir, I belongs to October 26th batch, sir.
Okay, October 26th batch.
Yes, and I have completed my engineering in 2016, sir, in electronics and communication stream.
Okay,
And I was working in some other companies
right.
before that, not in IT, some other kind of companies, and I was in a good position as well. But I
Uh-huh.
didn't want to continue over there, so I got to know you through one of when I got to know around I I think this batch supposed to start on October 23. I got to know you on 26 that you are starting the
Okay.
the batch on 26th. So very
Uh-huh.
different. I joined on 26th only
Uh-huh.
the organization. And coming to my company's place, I think I have given an interview around more than 70 companies as of now, and I got through more than 10 companies, and some of the companies I have cleared the first round, and the second round yet to be aligned, but I have joined the
Uh-huh.
company, so I was not attending any second round interview at the moment. So this is the quick brief introduction about myself.
Right. So let's start with the interview questions, basically. And meanwhile, I have one of my student
Sure,
asking
sir.
this question. He got
Simply, I
placed
can say that
intellect company. You can go for it, Sayed. It's a very good MNC company, right? And it's a listed company. Definitely, you can join, Sayed. 100% you can go for it. Okay. Right. Yeah. Let's continue. Let's start with the interview questions, Nagendra.
yes, sir. Simply, I can say, sir, whatever the question you have referred, mainly they will ask about goods concept and collection concepts. These two is like a mandatory question in every interview, I can say. So they will definitely ask on these two without fail. If you're not well confident, better to not to take the interview as per my knowledge. As you have taught us, for example, they will ask about explain the Java features. So if we are explaining, they will ask, can you write the code with respect to lambda expression? So like this kind of codes also they will ask. Then we supposed to write the code at the time they have asked. If we are unable to do it, then it would be a difficult that they will not consider us for the move forward. And coming to Spring, sir, as in the written the board itself, Spring and Spring Boot, that is a mandatory question they will ask with respect to Springs. And one of the interview I have attended, like his company name is Wipmo. So they simply asked how many annotations you have. No, I have explained all the annotations. I have explained it all, like controller to rest controller. What is the difference between service and controller? Why we support, why when we have to use at the rate of column, when we have to use the at the rate of entity, and how you will connect the database with the help of a Spring Boot. So such kind of questions they will ask. So this, as you have already thought, you have already explained, we are supposed to answer. And I have attended some of the company, they will mail me that they will give the small projectors like application number, like first name, last name, mobile number, and use this and create one small file. So as you have thought with respect to CRM, I have did it and I have shared the file as well. So like this also I have attended the interviews. and I have attended the online interviews also. There are some hacker web-based application, questions will be there that we need to clear. So, like this kind of different categorized companies they will come up, but for sure we will get to talk with the respective company techies or with the HRs directly. So it is not like that we will get only the online kind of a thing, or we will get only a direct interview. It's not like that. It will be combination, but it's up to you. If you are well prepared, you will crack it, or else it is difficult to crack it out.
Right. So he had a different experience. Look at that, a different experience now. They just told them to build a part of one module using Spring Boot and share the code. Correct? So that was something different which we are seeing.
Yes,
Uh, that was one thing.
yes,
Collection concept they asked. And what is Nagendra stressing on is you should know how to write the code, lambda's expression. He was telling that you should know if they ask how to write the code. They might tell you write the code on lambda's expression and just show it to me how we can use it.
yes, sir, exactly.
Correct? So it is not just the theory.
Yes, sir,
You just
exactly.
focus and finish that off. Yeah, yeah. Please go ahead. Please go ahead, Nagendra.
Yes, sir, that's what whatever you are saying, it is correct, sir. For example, for all the OOPS concepts also, don't be ready for only the theory questions, like what is inheritance. So you will explain the inheritance and the types and everything. They will then ask, can you write a code for inheritance with the help of addition or with the help of what was Pankaj sir already from the box. It is already known, and Pankaj sir also give the the lots of videos to other videos to learn as well. The thing is, you need to learn and you need to like at the time of interview you should have to answer. For example, I will tell you hash table technique. So this and all the questions also like most of the times they will ask. So if I experienced it myself, the one question is internal hash map technique. So if you see in Google or in the YouTube, you will get a very much difficult to it's not easy to get understand at the first watch, I am saying. But Pankaj sir made one video with respect to that. You watch that, and I tell you, I haven't watched that video again. You will get understand easily. See, the more advantages here is Pankaj sir will tell us how we need to answer, how we need to like explain at the time of interview. Everything will be thought, but the thing is, you need to deliver it. If you are not doing it, then you will be in a difficult condition.
Right. So see again, there are a lot of inputs. What is talking about is practical approach of explaining. Correct? Not just the theory answer. That's what I said. Oops concept. Like what is polymorphism? Where have you implemented it? They're interested in that. So keep your answers ready like that. And always give half of the answer and wait. Let them continue with the next question. And I'm sure if you just tell what is inheritance, they will only ask, give me one practical implementation or in your project, how did you use this? So you be ready. Okay, mentally that okay, this might be the next question they'll ask. Because nobody will ask what is inheritance, and then suddenly will ask what is interface. The interviews will not go like this. They will not prepare, sit and ask you question. They are seasoned developer. They just go with the flow. Okay, I started with the interface. So I'll ask what is interface. You answer. Next they'll ask, okay, can you tell me, okay, what is a marker interface? Now that's a follow-up question on interface. Then they'll ask, can I do multiple inheritance here? Okay. Then they'll ask, can I create an object of interface? Fine. Then further, they'll ask, okay, where did you use this in the project? You have to be prepared like that mentally. Okay. So something like that, Nagendra, it happens in the interview.
Exactly, sir. Whatever you have said, that is correct. They will not ask everything at a moment. Whatever the answers we will give, in that only they will pick up another question and they will form a question. So we need to be very careful whenever we are answering something.
right? And no wrong answers to be given. You don't give answer, that's okay.
Yes.
But don't give a wrong answer.
That's correct.
That's important point, guys. Okay, make a note of it. So Nagendra was
If
here,
you don't know,
Vijay
simply
was
say I
here.
didn't gone through this one. Let me know.
Yeah. So, thank you so much, Nagendra, Vijay, Manjari, all of these people have joined us today and shared their, valuable time. They gave it to us and they shared all the interview questions, right? Uh, I'll also take the PDF files from them. I will share it with you. Okay, you can prepare a question bank. But now see how the experience varies. Correct? So now you feel the second person Vijay telling us, wow, this was like too easy, right? Okay, cracking. You come to Nagendra, yeah, this was moderate what he was talking about because he had more experience attending interview. We spoke to Manjari. It was only one interview attended. She cracked and she's through. So this experience will vary company wise, but if you focus on the subject properly, I can tell you 10 companies you attend, an average candidate can get 4 offer letters. But you have to work hard. Okay, so that's it, guys. I hope today's alumni meet was confidence giving. And let's catch up this Saturday, 11 a.m. with more placed candidates and let's take more interview questions from them. Right? So, Jan 18th results. My offline people, they already know how it is going on. I need not even tell. They're all in PGs here. It's going boom. I'm seeing people, that was the batch where the results was very quick. Okay. Because usually people, they take a week's time, to settle down. They fail in interviews, then they get the offer. But what I saw in Jan 18, the failure rates of the candidate was minimized. Uh, I did not see people failing in many interviews. Reason one, we tweaked the syllabus there. Like I added a more syllabus, which alumni had recommended, uh, which is again there in Feb 16 batch also, right? So a lot of things we had done, some logical questions we had picked up, by the way, and I'm seeing really great pick in Jan 18 batch. We had in fact a guy Jan 18 batch. Hey, Tushar was from which batch? He's from December batch? Ah, okay, yeah. Right, correct. He's from December batch, right? So some, I just forgot the name basically, who said he got placed in some 14 companies. Let me try getting him in the next alumni meet if possible. We'll have a lot of things to share, okay, with us. That's it, guys. Bye bye. Take care. Okay, and good night, everyone. Bye bye.